People with subconscious guilt carrying around, they will unconsciously do things to be guilty, to be faulted and condemned. And then we condemning them, guilting them is playing the part and reinforcing it. Like a narcissist is being a narcissist because they had abuse, they had a lot of guilt and shame. And throughout childhood, they were always told they were wrong. And then dating, they always made wrong things. So they kept that alive. And that's why it's so deeply in their consciousness. And then they're always attracting someone who had the same level of consciousness where we were allowed to be resentful and throw the guilt out and project. No, you're why I feel this way, which is victim mentality. A narcissist will always attract someone who feels victimized because they're the same. They both feel victimized. One's playing the aggressor, the victimizer, and then one's playing the receiver, the victim. But they both have the same belief system about themselves. And that's how we keep guilt alive, because we believe in it. Versus if you were to heal the guilt in you, you would no longer be blinded by guilt. So then you would be able to see exactly what I'm saying. That person that's their consciousness. They're cheating and they're lying and they're withholding information and they're being narcissistic and they're being faulty and condemnable and wrong because that's what they feel about themselves. And the part in you that's blind to yourself that you have it is by way of, oh, they're so wrong, they're guilty. You don't have the space to hold compassion and understand their consciousness as separate from you. You're using this opportunity to project out what's really in you that's conjuring up, which is your own guilt and shame. Because if you felt innocent and good about yourself, you would understand that someone's actions aren't about you. You would realize, because that's the ego. Ego personalizes making everything about itself. Its own belief systems, all of it. And so when you're out of that, you see beyond that. You see beyond the impersonal lens. And so nothing is about the person, it's about their consciousness, and your own consciousness is reflected in how you are seeing and perceiving and narrating the situation. Your thoughts and experience aren't of truth. When you say you're a victim, who's telling you you're the victim? You are. So you're automatically believing it, and if you don't practice forgiveness, meaning, is there another way to see this? So if you're not forgiving your own perception that you're the victim, or you're guilty, then you never get out of that. You never see something beyond your own consciousness, which is really just developed from childhood. So you have to, which is a belief system. So in order for you to change your belief systems that you're not a victim, you have to get a perception from higher self that isn't where you're being victimized. It's more objective. So then that's the perception you can use to rewire your belief system. But if you're doubling down and reinforcing that the guilt and the shame is true, then you're keeping it. And you're never evolving out of that someone can affect you. That you are a victim to someone else. Because if you were healed, you would attract someone else who's healed. So there wouldn't be the cheating, there wouldn't be the lying. There are those things now because those things are in you now. And so we want to forgive higher self, help me see this differently. So we can forgive ourselves, forgive this person, forgive our perceptions, and change our belief system, therefore have a life that is completely unlike all of this, of more peace and ease.